Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now we're talking about the big boys where concussion could possibly happen quicker, right? Now, let's talk about Anthony Joshua and his win over Jermaine Franklin and some of the repercussions and some of the reactions to the win. Anthony Joshua goes in here and wins this fight over 12 rounds, unanimous decision, right? We would probably call it lackluster, but in lieu of what Anthony Joshua has been through, his last two losses, you have to come in there and win the fight. That's got to be your first priority if you want to still be mixing it up with the big boys. Now, after Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz Jr., that next fight he came in there, stick and move, or you could say stuck and move, and clinched, right? Jab, jab, grab, stayed out of harm's way. And then he was also aided and abetted by super fat Andy Ruiz Jr. But he had to do what he had to do to win. That was kind of lackluster, but I was saying then, you have to do what you got to do to win. You guys know I don't roll with Anthony Joshua, but we're going to be objective. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to win the fight first, right? All that other stuff, looking great, looking spectacular, you know, staying in the pocket, letting your hands go, you know, and being exciting and all that old stuff. Yeah, whatever. You got to get a win first. That has to be your first priority. And I think last night, Anthony Joshua was just trying to make sure to win the fight. Now, when you're looking at Jermaine Franklin, you're looking at a guy that's 6'2", got himself in pretty good shape, could take a wallop, but his head movement wasn't great. He had some head movement, but it wasn't great. So Anthony Joshua was able to land a lot of jabs and stuff like that. And luckily for Anthony Joshua, the guy wasn't like a Mike Tyson, a guy that's going up, under, and then bringing up a left hook, pivoting, then hit the left hook to the body and bringing up the uppercut and stuff like that. We know how Mike Tyson fought. But there was a lot of pressure coming there, a lot of speed, a lot of footwork with Mike Tyson. A lot of people just thought it was one-punch power. Tyson's footwork was exemplary, and his speed, right? His tenacity. Anthony Joshua didn't have to deal with that. That's why they picked Jermaine Franklin. But so at the end of the day, though, AJ won the damn fight, right? Didn't look like, unfortunately, let's get to the negatives. It didn't scare anybody off. That was the kind of fight where anybody in that top 10 is going to be like, well, whatever. I wanted Joshua before, and I still want him now, probably even more. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what happened there. He didn't scare any of the heavyweights, the main guys in the heavyweight division off with that fight. One of the pundits, Carl Froch, has come out and said, hey, listen, Deontay Wilder, for example, would destroy him. Now, of course, he said Usyk and Tyson Fury as well, but with Deontay Wilder, he used destroy. Usyk, we saw what Usyk could do with him. And Tyson Fury is, taller than him, quicker than him. And if he wasn't able to knock Tyson Fury out, I think we all know Tyson Fury would at least outpoint him, right? Joshua would have the chance to knock him out, or, we at least think that. And I'm going to tell you something about Joshua versus Fury. AJ fancies that fight, to put it with the British. AJ fancies himself against Fury. AJ don't want none of Deontay Wilder, though. We've seen that over the years. We know that. And AJ fans don't want him to deal with Deontay Wilder. When you say Deontay Wilder, that's why Deontay Wilder's name is in the title here. It just excites hate. Doesn't matter. Wilder's name excites hate, especially with AJ fans, right? It's just like if you say Demetrius Andrade to Canelo fans. They just lose their damn mind because we don't really want Canelo to go anywhere near that because we know that fight on national TV can be embarrassing. And that's the same thing with Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's quick enough, hits hard enough that we know what the outcome would be if AJ doesn't get him first. And if AJ's tentative against these other guys, how tentative is he going to be against Deontay Wilder? You know what I mean? If he's getting, before fights, having these breakdowns, mental breakdowns and stuff before the fights that we hear about in the dressing room, what's going to happen before the fight with, the Deontay Wilder's on the other side? So everybody kind of understands that. You're grown-ass men. You understand that. Now, other people are going to get mad at Carl Froch like he's probably hating every time you say anything against anybody now, you're probably hating, which is just this new generation of sensitivity. Have you noticed that everybody under 30 or 35, when you ask them how their childhood was, they tell you they were mobbed? Yeah, mobbing. I was always mobbed. And we all know, that's all we did is talk smack about each other growing up. But we didn't call it mobbing. We just handled it and talked smack back. But nowadays it's a little different generation, so you can't say anything against anything or else you're hating. And I don't think Carl Froch is hating on Anthony Joshua. His point was, after that performance, he should not mess with the big boys. He's get destroyed, from Deontay Wilder especially. And Usyk, we don't have to mention because we saw that already. And Tyson Fury. Yeah, it was a win for Anthony Joshua, but to put it in a nutshell, he didn't scare anybody off with it. And yeah, back to the title, Deontay Wilder would destroy Anthony Joshua if they fought, and I think we've been knowing that for a while. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.